Hi, welcome to the Goddess Diaries, and today our topic is trained to witchcraft. Are you a trained witch? Are you? Now, what do I mean by that? People who call themselves witches and they're not. That's what I mean by that, right? So, in my eyes, I think we all have our own thoughts and opinions on what witchcraft is. Some people think if you feel it, then you are it. My opinion is if you're not practicing it, then don't call yourself it. And I think that way anything at all, whether it be religion, but like whether it be paganism, like Christianity, all the other religions. I don't want to go start naming all the other religions. I think that no matter what, okay, buying an ornament doesn't make you a witch. Saying you're a witch doesn't make you a witch. Having herbs doesn't make you a witch. What makes you practice? Witchcraft is a practice. It's just that. It's a craft, okay? And it's a heart and soul and nature thing. It's something I've felt my whole entire life. I've always just known that I was. It's not something you can, well, yeah, it's something you can just decide. It is, let's face it. I'm not going to say that it's not. New people come to witchcraft all the time. People join Wicca all the time, or just be eclectic, and that's okay. But you still need to practice. You still need to practice. If you're not practicing, it's like people. I know people who, they kind of do everything for Buddhism, and I think that's amazing. Buddhism, I love the peace. I love the discipline. I'm not a Buddhist by any means at all, but I love the peace that surrounds it. You'll understand that. It just warms my cockles. It's a lovely wee thing. But there's too many people out there who decide that they're just calling themselves a witch. It's almost become fashionable. It's like the latest in thing. And I think that's got a lot to probably do with Facebook. And I think there's a lot of people that I personally know who maybe don't do rituals, but they don't do spell work, but to a degree, they'll maybe, they'll share a lot of things on Facebook and they'll say that they're a witch, but they don't practice anything that true witchcraft means. They still, can be quite negative, or just because you love the moon doesn't make you a witch. Just because you love the woods and the trees doesn't make you a witch. It's about the practice, and it is about self-discipline and self-love, self-communication, self-respect, and connecting with the earth. And I don't just mean taking your shoes off and earthing. I mean truly connecting and being grateful, and offering and doing rituals and doing spell work. It's all of these things. People call themselves Christians and they're not. I know tons of people that say, oh yeah, I'm a Christian. You're not. You don't practice any part of Christianity. You don't do anything. And I truly do believe you could be a Christian and not go to church. You can practice anywhere, but if you're not practicing, you are not that thing, So I definitely think Facebook has made witchcraft trendy, and Instagram has made witchcraft trendy, and people just want to be. I think we're the next fad. We weren't that trendy all these years ago. It's not that we hid it. We just you vibe your tribe. Your own tribe. I think people just need to feel a part of something. They want to be connected to things, and I just think that this is what I would love you to do, because this isn't a negative video at all. This is just highlighting to you that because you buy an ornament, because you call yourself something, doesn't make you that something. What makes you that something is inside you and inside your soul and your connection. to the earth, your connection to learning everything there is about that. So pick books up before you call yourself a witch, before you say that you're the granddaughter of the witch that they burn or whatever, all these sayings that people just say because they need to feel that they are ancestrally connected and, you know, they come from a long lineage. And just be you. Be you. It doesn't matter what your parents taught you, what your grandparents taught you. Be you and learn for yourself, you know. Don't just listen to what one person says or the way that they tell you that you should be. Learn for yourself, read books, get outside, get into nature, and just start by sitting in nature, even if it's just in trees, even if it's just you sitting in amongst the trees and just connecting. Learn about the goddess, learn about the god, learn about the Sabbats, learn about the Esbats, learn about the phases of the moon, learn how you can connect to everything, learn how it all connects together, and then practice, give your offerings, give your thanks, you know, do that out in nature, you know. Then there's a whole fairy realm. I am a true believer in fairies, absolutely love working with fairies and working with my craft. And you know, for a long time I didn't tell anybody that I wasn't. It's not because I was embarrassed. I absolutely wasn't embarrassed. And there's lots of people out there who do know me and knew who I was and the way that I was. My children were certainly brought up learning all the different things about witchcraft and fairies and witches and Wiccans and just lots of different paganism in general. But not enough to throw it down throat. I would definitely say they were pagan, eclectically, but they don't follow a path. And that's a good thing, because I would never have said this is the way that you need to be, you know. It was just, this is how I am, let me teach you what I know, you know. My kids join in rituals with me. They love to get involved with the Sabbats, they love to get involved with the crystals and the moon phases, and you know, we'll connect on so many different things. Meditation, we will do manifesting, we'll offer to the full moon, offering on the new moon, we'll burn things in the cauldron, we do lots of things, burn things in the fire, and we do completely and utterly believe in what we do. It's in our heart and it's in our soul, and I definitely pass that through to my kids for an absolute sure. But again, it's always been like, if you really want to know more, apart from the conversations that we have, if you want to know more, you have to pick up a book, ask me questions, you have to look for that information. And you have to come to me and ask me the question, and I quite happily sit for hours and hours and hours talking about it. Excuse me. I'm more than happy to sit for hours and talk about it. As anyone who comes to any events that I'm doing, they always know they can come and have a right good gab with me. They absolutely do, and I always have my husband with me. He helps me because I spend my time gabbing everybody and helping everybody understand a lot of things, and helping them understand what the pentagram is, the pentacle is, you know, the triquetra, tell them about the goddess, and I just love. That is my whole complete life, my whole entire life, and I love being devoted to my craft, and I love my tribe. I'm very much solitary. I do go and mix with a lot of pagans, eclectically, but I'm not part of a coven. Have I thought about it? I'm not going to lie and say I haven't, because I have thought about it. Do I know people that's in covens? I do. Have I ever been invited to join? No. No one's ever came and said, would you like to come along? I don't know what I would say if they did, to be honest with you. I've worked that much on my own that to go and be part of a coven for someone to tell me this is how you need to then do it. I don't know, I'm not really a kind of follower, so I'm being honest. I'm completely being honest, that's the best way to be. I'm not a follower, so to go into a coven and then completely change the way that not so much the way that I think, because I do believe we all think the same, but the way that I do things because someone else tells me that I should do it that way. Now, I don't know if that's what they do, so if you're in a coven and that's not, you know, drop me a wee comment or a wee private message. I'm happy to have a chat with you. And set me right. I'm just assuming, because people that I know that are in covens, I never ask them any questions because I just don't want to be intrusive, you know. I'd love to ask some questions, but it's just that wee bit of respect, you know. I just think, well, if they want, you know, if they want me to know anything, they'll come and initiate a conversation with me. That's just what I think. Maybe you think I'm not interested. No, I'm always interested. I love everything about the craft. I love my Wiccan ways, you know. I'll definitely live by the rule of three constantly, but I wouldn't call myself Wiccan, you know. I'm very much eclectic. But I absolutely live by the rule of three, and I can't not. You know, sometimes, depending on the mood, I'll say I'm very much a grey witch, where I'm just very much, you know, the love and light and dark, you know, the light and the dark, light and the dark, light and dark. And then there's some days when I'm just all light. And then there's other days when I'm just like, oh, I can't do this. No, I can always do the craft, but, you know, I just can't do all the things that takes me to certain places that day. So we all have those days, right? So, but please practice, because how do I feel about it? I've chatted to a lot of people about it, and you probably see a lot of memes going around Facebook especially about it. We love what we do, we love who we are, we love what we are. We take what we do very seriously. It is who we are, it is a part of us. It's not, a lot of people that I've spoke to, it's not something we've just decided to do. It's who we are and who we were born to be. We've had these thoughts and feelings since we can remember. Funnily enough as well, most people that I speak to have, unless you've came down a big line, you know, where your gran was Wiccan witch and taught you all about herbalism and rituals and Sabbaths and everything else, and then your mum was part of that, and your aunties and your cousins, and you are, you know, that's different, because that you connect on a completely different level. I was very much born into the wrong family. I am nothing like any of my family. I've always been like, to label it, the black sheep. I've never fitted in. At all. I'm nothing like them all. My gran, I've absolutely gelled with my gran, and that's who I lived with. My dad was pagan. He was very Norse pagan. My gran was a wee Christian woman. And I was more terrified, you know, like when you're younger and they say, put your hand on the Bible to tell me the truth. I could do that no bother, and I didn't want to disrespect her, but I could do it no bother, because I didn't believe in like heaven and hell as she believed in it. I would never tell her, you know, I don't agree with you. I would be like, right, okay, you know, and I would go along with it. She wanted me to go to Sunday school, and I would go, and I love, and do you know why I love it? I love learning about other people's religions. I really do, because how can I have an opinion about something I don't know about? Right, so I love to learn about other people's religions, and I'll always be so engrossed. And it's not me just saying that to you to make you feel good. I am genuinely, if I don't want to know, I'll not ask, or I'll cut the conversation short. But I generally get quite interested in a lot of people's religions and thoughts and feelings about different things. But trendy witchcraft kind of pisses me off. It really, really does, guys. If you're serious, obviously this is me speaking to the people who like to call themselves witches and don't practice. Go and practice, start learning about things. You know, I've had a few people where I've had this conversation with, because I do make my feelings known. It's not like, because I'm not saying to you, oh, boo, hush you go away, you know, you're a faker. I'm not doing that. Something's drawn you to it, but don't call yourself a something until you've learned about it. You know, you can't just decide one day I'm going to be a GP and you've never done the training, so to speak. You see what I mean? Right? So go and learn about it, and you practice it, and you learn everything that you can. You read every book, you watch every video, because there's a lot of us on here on YouTube that happily show you how to do things. And there's a lot of people on here that will show you rituals. And they get really right into a lot of witchcraft, like shadow work and just lots and lots of things. And I haven't covered any of those subjects. I absolutely will cover them. I don't know why I haven't, but you know, I've not, as you can look, I've not got so many videos up. So there's still lots of things that I would love to cover. But definitely fashionable witchcraft just rips my knitting, guys. It totally rips my knitting. It really, really does. Please go and practice it and then call yourself it. Okay? Learn it. You're obviously attracted to it, whether it's because there's so many of us now sharing things out there, and that's probably what it is. The internet's been a lifesaver to a lot of people, because a lot of people struggle to find their place in life, and then when they actually came across Wicca or witchcraft, they immediately gel to it, and they're like, this is what I'm meant to be doing, this is where I'm meant to be. And if you're that person, please pick up books, please chat to anyone, you know, go along to holistic events, go along to pagan events. You know, there's lots of there's not many pagan events in Scotland, unfortunately, or witchy events, but there's lots of holistic events, and you'll find me at a lot of them, so you can come and chat to me. I'm usually about the only witch it does. There's starting to, a few creep in now. There's a few of my fellow witch friends, I'll say, come and do it, you know, and because people love to learn about things. And if you're that person who is a curious, come and chat to people, especially if you see me, even if you see me outside, you know, you see me in a pub, pull a chair up, grab your pint, come and have a chat. My husband was anything, very much say he was pagan, but he was never into anything until he met me, and he knows a lot as well. So he, you know, if you see Graham, go and have a chat, you know, but come and chat to us. You know, we'll love to help you. And you know, if there's any books that you would love to be recommended, I'll give you books. I don't throw anyone in at the deep end. I'll usually just say, oh, read this, read that. And there's usually about 2 or 3 books that I'll recommend to you. In fact, there's actually a video on here. If you just click on like my channel and then go into my videos, and you'll see there's one there where I've kind of shared my kind of favourite books. And it's just like the beginner's guide. I would just always say, go into like beginning Wicca, beginning witchcraft, paganism, find out about things, find out about, you know, like Celtic witches, the witch trials. You know, really look into the history, and when you really look into the history, you'll understand why we get so protective around it. You know, if you're wanting to be it, put the work in. That sounds a wee bit harsh, but I'm sorry, I have to just speak my mind on it. It's as simple as that, guys. Just got to speak my mind. Do the work. Read the books. Ask the questions. Join the groups. There's tons of groups on Facebook. Absolutely loads of like pages on Facebook, Instagram. There's, you know, now what I will say is there is no certification to witchcraft or Wicca. There's none. So don't be conned into parting with money to learn about Wicca, or to learn about rituals, or to learn about witchcraft. Please don't part with your cash, guys. You know, part with your cash to buy a book, part with your cash to buy things like that, but don't part with your cash to learn these things. These things take a lot of time, and not just a wee course. That's another thing, it rips my knitting, do you know what? But that's up to them. If people want to do that and they feel comfortable taking money from people to learn how to be Wiccan or learn how to be a witch, just dinny do it. So guys, I'm going to go. This was just a wee quickie video. The moral to this story: education. Learn, read, get out in nature, take a candle out, and just even, you know, learn how to cast a circle. You can, in any book that you buy, I would say the Witch's Bible. Buy the Witch's Bible. I am very much a Gardnerian. Like, I am not even Wiccan, but I would say that I was probably about 75 to 80%. I loved Gerald Gardner. To learn a wee bit about him, go onto YouTube and put in the Wicca Man. It was like a kind of BBC documentary. I think it was BBC anyway, and it's a great one. Ronald Hutton's on it. Another person, look him up. I love Ronald Hutton. Oh, guys, I could just sit here all day, but go onto YouTube and look. Please just practice. Take a candle out into nature and just sit there and light the candle and just connect. Just connect. Feel the energy of the earth. When you open yourself up, the energy will come in, and then you'll see what I mean. And that first time you'll probably get quite emotional, and it's okay to sit there and cry or sit there and laugh, whatever your emotion takes you, but just let the love in, let nature in, let the energy of the trees in, just let it all in, and then you will be like, right, okay, I watched Nina on the Goddess Diaries, and I was a wee bit pissed off, and she said that I wasn't a witch, and I'll call myself whatever I want to call myself, but now I get it. Now I understand what she was saying to me. She wasn't saying to me that I shouldn't be doing that. What she was saying is, if you want to call yourself that, then put in the work. Okay, lovelies? So love to yous all. I hope yous all have a fab day, or a fab evening, or whenever you're watching this. Okay, any questions? Pop a comment. If you like the video, please give me a wee thumbs up, because the views count. We love to get the views, okay? So the more people that give me a wee thumbs up or subscribe to my channel, the more people can get to see, and more we can interact with these. And I love bringing these all my stuff and all my shiz, and I love to talk. I love to talk, so what better way to do it than on YouTube? Okay, so have a lovely day, and blessed be.